All right, guys. Welcome to. Is it the first game so far? Well, one of the early games of this month's MSEM GP. We're watching Aaginer versus Dravos. Aaginer is on the Xira combo deck that you talked about so much.
Yeah.
Yep. And Dravos is on Temur Ramp. Classic Temur Ramp. Trying to make Temur Ramp work after the Green Sun Zenith cards got nerfed. But hopefully it works out. So let's see. Dravos has an opening hand with one. Okay,
I'm not.
do you keep this? I don't think you keep this because. Okay, who's on the play?
I don't. The people. Dravos is on the play.
Yeah, I don't think you keep this. Well. So, anyways,
think-
what about Engineer?
I'm not sure if Engineer should keep this or not. I'd lean Mulligan.
Yeah, yeah. Since you're the expert on Engineer's deck, you can lead the way in discussion.
Yeah, but I'd probably lean Mulligan in
here. What about now?
This is a good hand. Nitrous Renewal, lots of lands, Bill and Tower.
Can Engineer win on turn 4 with this hand?
Likely.
And seems like Dravos kept the 7. Okay, this is going to be okay, so Dravos has 2 draws to get land, or else this becomes really ugly really quickly.
Yeah. I think it depends on what Engineer draws, but I can
wait,
see.
is Dravos on the play?
Yeah.
Why did you keep this hand on the play? Okay, well, they got 1 draw to get a land. So Dravos goes turn 1 Primal Resurgence. Like, I guess if they miss a land drop, they can at least go turn 2 Ramsey. Engineer is going to New Divide and fetch out Nitrous Renewer. Okay. I mean, that was expected. Not much to say. So what's oh, Dravos got bailed out by the land top deck. I'm actually super relieved because I'm actually cheering for Dravos.
Yeah.
Which makes us rivals, right, Shriek?
Yeah. Notably doesn't have blue for enemy bloom there. I think this looks like an early layer.
They're doing math. I guess they're thinking about if they want Ramsey into Pelscour this turn, and I think the answer is. Well, actually, no. They could also just decide to Ramsey and they can decide to Ramsey and not Pelscour, which gets them Leyran next turn if they draw a land. Is that worth it? I don't think that's worth it because it can go wrong in so many ways. Well, they're going to go Ramsey. Let's see if they also Pelscour. Oh, I think they're going. No, okay, they're thinking. By the way, welcome, Asti.
Hello.
Yeah, hello there.
Oh.
So yeah, just right off the heels of the decklist stream. Yeah. Do you know what the decks are?
I'm looking into that as we speak.
Yeah.
I'll just do a quick overview. So we've got a more classic version of Ramp versus my Xira list. One runs Petal Scatterers and Ramses, and the other is seeking to use Terror Over the Sky with Xira and what remains of Samuel Graham to obtain infinite mana.
Yeah, so seems like Dravos decides to go Nitrous Newer. That's a weird choice.
It's the trigger. I probably would have gone Petal Scatterer here.
No, well, doing this means that you get 5 mana next turn, so I guess if you top deck a land, you get the Leyran.
Yeah,
is that fast enough?
Leyran.
Like, is that fast enough?
No.
Yeah.
I think this here is the correct play here should be to Tower of the Sky for Xira, I think.
Yeah, like Dravos doesn't run any removal main board, so that's pretty easy thing to do. And then you just win next turn, right? Or no, you still don't. You need 5 mana. Or you need 6 mana to
you
win.
need 5 mana.
Is it 5 or 6?
Veil Twisted Dreams would be double use, so it would be 5 mana, I think.
Yeah, but don't you need 6 mana to go infinite with Xira?
Yeah, you need 7 lands to go infinite with Xira.
Right.
Yeah.
So Engineer towers for X=1. Then I mean that's the play.
I think Engineer could throw by getting one that fetches a land.
Which one are you talking about?
Seeker of Beauty. Seeker of Untouched Beauty. Engineer could throw here.
I mean, I don't think they're that bad at the game. X=1 is never a good sign.
I could see putting out a Seeker here and on that.
Whenever someone casts for X=1, either they're in trouble or you are.
Yeah.
Or maybe their deck is designed for it.
Yeah.
What? Excuse me?
What? I think that's an even bigger blow. No, it does make sense, I think.
Okay, what's the logic here?
Twisted Dreams into 0, went out to 5/5.
Okay, does engineer know that? So does engineer think that a tower for 0 actually triggers the 0?
It does trigger the 0.
No, it doesn't, right? It puts it casts the 0, so tower enters the play first and then the 0, so it won't trigger it immediately.
No, it's as it resolves, I think.
Or no, the thing is,
Coalesces as it resolves, and
so
cast 0 as part of resolving the spell.
No, if you cast 0, it's still on the stack above the tower over the sky. So the tower resolves first, and then the 0 resolves.
What?
The 0 resolves first.
Okay. Oh god, we need to call a judge if this happens. Can someone call a judge just right now in case?
Let me just look at the steps of resolving a spell real quick. You really can't. It's probably not that complicated because the stuff
No, I explicitly remember trying to make the combo work, and then someone telling me that it doesn't work. Back when GSCs were unnerved, someone was building a 0 combo deck with Beacon of the Wilds.
Yeah, enters.
Okay, if engineer makes up
cast 0 rather than putting it onto the battlefield.
Oh god, yeah, this is going to be a very important lesson for all of you who decide to pick up this deck. I'm glad we're getting the first row seats to the lesson.
I don't see why it wouldn't work.
It's because Tower of the Sky is weird in that it casts a spell and casts a thing instead of putting it directly into play, due to the fact that it can also grab revelation spells.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no.
Yep, it's
oh no. Please don't. You pause.
I see if there's a judge troll. No, don't pause. Don't pause.
We need to call judge because
information. You're not supposed to provide outside information.
Yeah, but this is game rules, they're doing something incorrectly. So
you're not supposed to provide outside information.
Yeah, we're not providing it outside. We're just pausing it so that we're just pausing it so that we can call a judge, right?
No, you're not supposed to provide them information at all, even if that's a game rule violation.
Is it? Let me check. Okay, let me ask.
There was another person who got disqualified from GP for this.
Outside. Let me ask the judge something in private. Okay.
Not supposed to provide information. This was why the person who made the tempo deck got disqualified. I think.
Okay. Let me DM the judge. Oh god, I'm in the.
I don't know if this is 100% true. The rulings for Bring to Light, which also searches library for a card and lets you cast it, says you do so as a part of the resolution of it, which I think would imply that as a part of resolving the spell, you do that, and then it hits board, which might be it. I think
you cast the spell as part of the resolution, and then the spell finishes resolving the board.
And then because it finishes resolving, Coalesce puts on the battlefield, 0's on board by then?
Yeah, I think so.
That's what I would say based on the ruling of that.
Yeah.
The same thing as Bring to Light, which is searching your library for a card and then casting it.
Yeah. I did check in a different server, but there wasn't a specific judge there. So yeah.
What a start to the GP, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a judge to confirm that the interaction does not work the way that engineer thinks it does.
Yeah, but also you can't interfere.
That's weird.
It's actually so.
I don't know if you were listening, Ricky, but based on what I saw, which is if you look at Bring to Light,
is Bring to Light templated differently?
It says search your library for a card. It does exile that card, shuffle, and then cast it. But I don't think that's a meaningful difference for this ruling.
Well, it matters because of the way, because the thing that triggers 0 is the spell that's resolving.
So since you're doing it as part of the resolution, spell is not finished resolving until after 0 has been cast. Goes in the stack above.
No. How it works is that so Tower of the Sky is on a stack. The effect that puts 0 that lets you cast 0 puts 0 on stack above Tower Over the Sky, and then Tower Over the Sky resolves first. Because once the card starts resolving, it finishes resolving before you go to the next thing in the stack. So even if something goes on the stack above it, this thing that's resolving still resolves or completely resolves first.
That makes sense. Understandable.
Yeah. So Wendy is giving the ruling right now, which is dashing, which confirms what we discussed. Oh yeah, and like when he says, if it was a Green Sun Zenith, it would have worked out. Well, I mean, if it was a Green Sun
the
Zenith,
other way around.
if it was a Green Sun Zenith that also had Coalesce, then it would have worked out. But yeah, it doesn't work out because of the way that Tower Over the Sky needs to also work with
I
Revelations.
thought what you were asking the judge is if you were allowed to interfere if neither player has mentioned it. That's what I thought you were doing.
Yeah.
Because I think you might get disqualified from the tournament for this, genuinely.
Yeah, like the rules for outside assistance for game rule violations is kind of weird. So you're not allowed to call a judge for triggers, but you are allowed to do this for game rule violations or like for missed triggers.
My strategy is always just go like oh, and then just if whatever happens.
Yeah. This is an unfortunate consequence of how I had to be worded for Revelations. Yeah.
I mean, it says here if there's not really, because the bit in competitive rules in the channel, spectator includes if a player misses a beneficial trigger and if they miss a detrimental trigger. There's nothing on necessarily if they mess up a trigger.
Well, so the only thing that you can
it says that if you're a spectator and if you're a spectator and you see someone miss a detrimental trigger, you ask the players to pause and call a judge. So I think for maybe something like this.
Yeah.
Well, this is a game rules violation because no triggers were missed. It's just that they just resolved the card incorrectly.
The trigger that shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
The trigger that shouldn't happen. I think you're in the clear here.
Yeah.
Misunderstood.
So what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So you know what's funny? Asti joined us in voice chat, and then we got a judge call. And I think this is like one of it's been a long time since we actually got a judge call on commentary too. So
simple algebra is me plus Ricky equals judge call.
Yeah.
Really simple math.
Yeah, I think there's just something in the universe that makes it so that when we commentate together, we're more likely to get judge calls.
Yeah, something about it. Because I don't get like a ton of judge calls if I'm like solo.
Yeah. So Wendy confirms when someone does something that's in breach of a rule, ask them to pause so you can call a judge is both totally valid and totally normal. But only do that after someone has done something wrong. Don't tell them ahead of time. So yeah, engineer has tried to untap their land. So that's a point where something illegal has happened. So we're allowed to call a judge here.
Makes sense.
And then knowing that missed triggers, you're not allowed to point out unless they're detrimental. So engineer gets a game rule violation and just reverses that. Yeah. All right. So we're finally back on track. How long was that judge call again?
Let's see. You message Wendy at 42. It's 51 now, so call it 9 minutes.
Hey, at least that's better than the 30-minute judge call that we had to wait for that one time.
I don't remember what was going on in the game, but I remember that game.
Okay, Dravos is color screwed right now.
I say, is Dravos just waiting to try and hit the blue at this point?
Yeah. So I think you were not Leyran Alpha.
Can get to Leyran Alpha. Yeah.
Wait, is Dravos favored right now? Because engineer just gets to.
I think no. If engineer gets another land, engineer probably just wins.
With what? Stand unassailable.
Wait, no, engineer doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad.
See, so
it made much different.
It totally is possible to win as a ramp player. You just have to hope your opponent misplays.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, you have a little bit of time.
Yeah, you have. I guess you run the wolves into the 5/5 because they're going to get counters anyways.
Well, you run the petrol scatterer into the 5/5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's some chumping with. Oh wait, never mind. Engineer just gets to return lands with Nitrous Newer, so Nitrous Renewer exiles.
Nitrous gets back lands and guarantees lands, and then you have your fulfills.
I think if you don't draw land
here,
the land were untapped Engineer could have instant speed nitrous renewer here,
Yeah.
which is relevant.
Well, I
You
mean,
can't use nitrous renewer at instant speed.
But can
activate
you not
only as a
use it at
sorcery.
instant speed?
No.
Read the card.
Fulfill is
Well,
nice, I think.
Oh,
Is it?
Of Field Twisted Dreams.
Yeah,
I think this
Doesn't really-
might be a win.
You need one more mana for it to do anything like huge for you.
uh,
But,
you,
I mean, you have
One more mana.
you get to dump your entire graveyard into play, but that's it because you don't have any card draw.
Yeah, I think the thing you can do here is you have to nitrous, get back land, play stand unassailable.
Can't you just like fulfill 2 times or fulfill Twisted Dreams 2 times to get enough untaps to cast all your things?
How do you play it a second time?
So
You can't play
fulfill.
the second one.
Oh yeah, right. You don't have enough mana to coalesce it, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
stand
one
here,
mana off.
and then you're good because
Gain
you can
7.
fulfill
Wow, you're so fulfilling.
band, and simply have 4 like 5/5s on board.
I'm kind of disappointed that Engineer didn't get punished for their misplay. I was kind of hoping that Dravos would really be able to punish Engineer, but I don't think Dravos is in a board state to do
mean,
so.
Wasn't punishable.
Okay, there we go. We got the blue source.
You got the yeah.
I don't know what
that's
that
good.
actually does, but
I don't think that does anything.
so you swing out and get some more counters on your guys, I guess, and then Engineer untaps and slams down like 3 5/5s.
Yeah, Engineer just wins this, I think.
5/5, 5/5,
I
6/4.
think
Yeah.
Dravos can win if they get Time of Tributes down somehow. Or actually Rova, like if they get Rova mana and a way to cast it. Or I mean if they find Rova and get Rova mana.
You just block the Leyran Alpha.
Or
What? Why aren't you blocking the Leyran Alpha?
What?
Why would you not block the Leyran Alpha? What on earth is going on?
Good game one. Engineer has gone down to negative 59. And has
Why is Leyran Alpha not being blocked? What the hell is going on?
I think Engineer is just tunnel visioning right now. They want to block the thing that is maybe they think Leyran Alpha doesn't get counters itself or something. Oh, okay, never mind.
they figured it out.
Darn, I was hoping
Yeah.
Dravos would. Okay, well. Anyway.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so Dravos can still get Robo Man next turn, I think. So they just have to recall, draw into a land, and a blue source. They need to recall into a land that's a blue source, ordinary bloom, and then draw into Rova in the top however many draws that is.
Yeah.
And then
But
after
Or
that,
maybe just ordinary bloom first.
or actually, yeah, good
If
point.
they always have a blue source. Cool.
I'm not sure if they will sequence it correctly though, because recall is very tempting. Or actually, I think you want to recall first because then you get to leave the treasure around for. No, ordinary bloom makes a tapped treasure. Never mind. Yeah, ordinary bloom sucks. I remember. Like we're only playing it for density purposes, so you have to recall here in order to chain it into ordinary. So yeah.
Imagine if ordinary bloom made a land.
Yeah, imagine if made a land and instead of drawing 2 cards, you get to cascade into one of your cards. Imagine that.
Sounds like spring. For some reason I said it sounded like springtime. That's not springtime. I mean, 10 to the Grove is an awesome card.
I agree, but I don't think it's
Perpetual Scatterer cast. Come on.
Okay, come on. Okay, that's not what you needed. No, it's still doable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's impossible.
Fine.
Play Seeker, play Elizabeth. Simply, play Elizabeth, play Crumbling Shine, hit fetch land, get 2 more clues, Elizabeth mana, exile 3 non-land cards, hit Rova, Tyrant, Greenwood Outrider. Simply win.
Yeah, so this is how we win this?
This is how we win this.
So what's the chances of that happening?
Low.
Oh no.
Purple's not here to crunch the actual math, but Greenwood Outrider and Tyrant are 1-ofs. Rova's a 2-of.
Okay, so Dravos, you need to bend this here because this doesn't
on top of library.
No, it's explore from Crumbling Shrine.
Oh.
Dravos is thinking about what to do here. I think you bombed or you bend this because you need to draw into an answer right now. Or you need to draw into your really big stuff right now.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Well, doesn't it help you draw into your really big stuff?
Actually, Recall Forgotten Aeon actually outsizes the 5/5s that Engineer gets to coalesce back,
Yeah.
so there might actually, like, Dravos might actually be able to fight on board if Engineer doesn't draw anything good.
Engineer, come on, Engineer. Draw,
Come on, Engineer,
Power
draw a
over
dub.
the sky.
Engineer,
Power over the sky.
draw something useless, please. Okay, I mean, I guess that. Yeah, that's good
Seekers.
enough.
It's a 3/3.
Yeah, but it doesn't advance their game plan, so I'm pretty happy with
No.
that outcome.
Are you rooting for Dravos?
Yeah, of
here?
course. The Dravos is playing the ramp deck that I did I popularize it? Yeah, I guess I can say that I popularized the ramp deck because I'm the one who got a GP win with the most busted version of it before it got nerfed.
Engineer is playing the deck I made.
Yeah.
So
So we got one person cheering for Dravos and one person cheering for Engineer. Which side are you on, Asti?
I just hope both competitors have fun. I'm just looking to have a great game here, you know.
Well,
Want to watch some great football, you know, and really just hope they get out there and make some things happen, you know.
sure, but who are you really rooting for?
I mean, I don't have an opinion here, really. They're both kind of, you know.
But look at the wholesome revelation spamming.
They're both kind of
Can't not love that.
big rampy decks, I suppose. I guess I mean, they're both on recall. I don't really have any I have no strong feelings towards either one, you know. I just hope that the ramp deck wins at the end of the day and that yeah.
Do you hope that the deck that's playing lands wins at the end?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know,
wait, where did the card draw come from? Oh, wait, never mind.
It wasn't a card draw. It was a Nitra.
Okay. So Engineer just needs to keep top decking land from now on, and Dravos might have a way to win this.
Dravos just needs to draw another Greenwood Outrider. They run Alpha, I mean.
Wait,
let's just say I'm rooting for the deck that's on 4 of Nitrous for newer, alright?
wait, is Greenwood Outrider lethal here?
Probably.
It's only on 1, isn't it?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, for God, man, stop that.
What did Manaless Dredge ever do to you? When did I ever say I disliked Manaless Dredge? I feel like this is a I like pancakes, so you hate waffles kind of situation here.
Wait, what's happening? Is someone in Discord chat saying stuff?
Yeah, Lexi's fucking
the deck was
going to town on me in voice chat. There's no deck without lands in the matchup. I'm not talking about, you know, global Magic, but in the context of the match is what matters now. In that context, I want to see. Also, Ricky said that, not me. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, recall. Let's see if the that's not good. That's not good for Dravos. Actually, no. You have Ordinary Bloom. So I guess you alley Ordinary Bloom and hope to draw into another land, and then you Elizabeth next turn or something.
Just Elizabeth.
Wait, you don't have a red source for Elizabeth, so you need to draw into a red producing land. Or actually, no, Ordinary Bloom works. Ordinary Bloom makes a treasure, so that's your red source.
Or just
there you go.
Timber range works, and you have your Nitrous Renewer, so you actually
holy crap! Yeah, we got this. There's a chance. Now Engineer just needs to draw a land. Wait,
Engineer just needs to not like win on their turn. Elizabeth, hit some bangers.
Come on, it's time for some Tower Over the Sky game then, I think.
See, Outrider would be plus the enchantments count, so it's +4. That's probably lethal.
Is Dravos going to keep Shifting Blade in hand just as another Elizabeth? I guess that could make sense, right? Yeah, I guess that could make sense. So maybe you do that. I think you still play out Nitrous Newer just as a chump blocker because I think you die if you don't chump block this turn. Oh, never mind. Dravos is just going to go ahead.
What's the reason to keep Shifting Blade in hand?
Elizabeth only triggers from you playing a land. It doesn't trigger from a land entering. So you need to actually play a land. So you hold Shifting Blade so you can get Elizabeth's triggers.
I don't think that's. I mean, I guess there isn't really a reason to put it in play. But like, you could draw a Rova.
Fair, but you can just play a Rova afterwards, right?
Remember,
Or
upkeep
you can just play.
search. Let's go. The upkeep search, high level of gameplay.
Does
yeah.
Engineer play any
Upkeep.
utility lands to fetch here? Apparently
No.
not. Okay.
I don't think any of these.
Yeah, we got there.
No.
Nothing good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No losers.
Dravos, come on, flip something good with Seeker Elizabeth.
Imagine if it just hits like dog water.
That could totally happen. It could just flip
It
through
gets
lands.
like it gets like a sacrificial.
No, why wouldn't you
second
attack with your double
Ramsey.
fulfill? Why wouldn't you attack with your double fulfill?
I think Engineer just
Untap
forgot.
them.
Actually, no. Because then Dravos just blocks with the 3/3s, and then they trade 1-for-1 with the fulfills.
That's fair. You need something else here. Just draw into Samuel Grimm.
Yeah. Wait.
I'm
I guess that's fair. Oh, another Seeker. Okay, well, it doesn't matter now. Let's see what Seeker flips. Wait, did
Hi.
Dravos not fetch red? Okay.
Search's battle.
They can still Lowest Pedal, yeah, but that means they don't have enough
That-
for a second Elizabeth activation, if that ever happens.
No, I doubt there's enough time. Anyways, you just need to hit Greenwood Outrider here, I guess.
Does Greenwood win
I
at
don't-
this point? It still doesn't win, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So like +4/+4 and trample to everything. Oh yeah, it doesn't outsize the horrors. So
+4/+4. Everything is trample, so it's adding 24 power to board. 24 plus 12 plus 1. I think 41. 41.
actually, if Dravos plays Pale Scour first, then that means Outrider is lethal. Or at least Outrider will outsize all the horrors.
I think so. I'm trying to do the numbers here.
So I
It comes down
think
to
you should play Pale Scouter first. Just in that.
15.
Oh well, they're going for it.
Elizabeth.
Okay,
Go.
they're spinning the wheel.
Aaginer can block 24
Come on,
damage.
come on,
Greenwood
come on, come on.
Outrider at
No. Okay, that's.
Ramsey.
bad.
Perfect.
Tyrant. Second Ramsey.
Well, Tyrant's good.
Tyrant's go.
2 Ramses is rough though.
It's fine.
Yeah,
you
you
get
have to
you
play
untap
Pedal.
some stuff.
It's a small thing, but yeah, you have to play the pedal scatterer there. I don't think Tyrant really does a lot. Like
Tyrant
Give it a-
just gets rid of Nitrous. Stan.
Seeker and Nitrous are free sacks, and then you can get rid of like probably just some lands.
It's
honestly.
like fine-ish. It did stuff.
If you get a second Elizabeth activation off, though, you definitely win now.
If definitely an if. Actually, so
There you
Dravos still has the revelations in their yard, and I think they can actually cast one of them right now by using the
Does
land
Dravos
auras.
get like a bunch of antelopes because all the Ramses are
Yeah.
seeing the auras?
The Ramses die before the auras come into play, so you only get one
True.
Ramsey going off.
Yep.
I think
Reasonable.
there's Nitrous, Renewer, Seeker, Single Land,
Remember when Ramsey wasn't legendary?
Yeah, that was.
one land.
Remember
Pretty
when
sure
you?
that's your fault.
No, why are you conceding here? Why are you conceding?
What?
No.
What?
Yes. Dravos and Dravos takes game 1.
I mean, based on those draws,
that
Aaginer
was
wasn't
not
probably
the
winning.
concede.
Now let's go to the I have no clue what to make of that. I swear the moment I like looked away to like pull up a message on my computer, just immediately.
Yes. Okay. Well. Anyways,
How's that?
let's
Why was that a concede?
let's look at sideboards.
So let's start with Dravos.
Oh,
here,
okay, sure.
since they're on top of my screen.
So Forbidden Treasure
let's
definitely
see.
comes in, and then that's probably everything. Maybe some ultimate surveyors, but have they started yet? I don't have 2 screens now, so I can't look.
I mean, old Surveyor shuffles.
Engineer says I think I had like 20 outs and didn't draw any like 4 turns in a row.
Yeah,
So I guess
there was like, as outs, there was like Tower Over the Sky, Recall Forgotten Aeons, and World Colliding, and Egg of Avarice, and Autumnal Watch,
yeah. So Dravos probably just
and
brings
What
in
Remains of Samuel Quinn.
yeah.
Those were the outs there.
So Dravos just brings in Forbidden Treasure. They don't actually have instant speed removal because I guess they're not running solar flares anymore because I guess the mana doesn't work. Oh yeah, why are they running Seer Flesh instead of Solar Flare? I'm pretty sure I was on Solar Flare in this deck. You need Solar Flare for instant speed removal. Well, anyways, I guess they just hope that Forbidden Treasure gets them there and Engineer doesn't do
I have
anything
no idea what
funny.
Engineer brings in from water. Maybe a Roots from Ruin.
No, you bring in Sackbow because it's a graveyard battle.
Where you get in Sackbow.
What?
Definitely Sackbow.
Yeah, Sackbow, maybe some Alton Surveyors.
Autumn Surveyor.
And I think that's probably it. Like, I don't think you want to.
Sackbow.
Maybe Roots from Ruin is good against the big coalesced board. Yeah, maybe. Have they started yet? They're still going. Dravos says, let's do something a
This
bit.
deck is really hard to remove cards from, I think.
Dravos said, let's do something a bit silly, which has me concerned because the last time they said that, they brought in a 67 card deck. I hope that at least Dravos is not going to like board over 60 cards because no, Dravos, why? You won game 1. Why? Why? This is not how you. Dravos, no.
Now this is Magic. This is how you play Magic for sure.
And the worst part is, Engineer is not going to make the same mistake twice, so Dravos doesn't even have that like out anymore.
Yeah, games are good.
Just draw your outs.
Yeah. Okay. Like, I guess if Dravos finds a Forbidden Treasure, they can Forbidden Treasure the tower, and that slows down Engineer by a lot.
It's team. A decent Greenwood hand versus a not that good.
Have Sacred Tribe Elder at home. It becomes a Sacred Tribe Elder if you like have some way of sacking it. Okay, so Dravos is going to do turn 1 Nitrous Veneer with a land. That's a pretty good open.
Yeah.
Okay, put in Mysterious Counteract tapped. Yeah, good.
It's team. I just can't stop myself from saying that over and over again. RFA, we win these.
Engineer just plays turn 1 Amber Hills tapped. Or I mean turn 2 Amber Hills tapped. Yeah, they're not really doing much right now. Rova, that's interesting.
Zelan?
Okay, so Dravos is going to fetch a blue producer and they have the red producing land, so I guess they just Pale Scouter onto the forest. And then they have the Greenwood Outrider for next turn. Let's count if Greenwood Outrider is lethal. Or how much damage can Greenwood Outrider do right now? They would have 1 storied, so not much.
I think this is still Tower for Xira. Still the correct play here.
Yeah, still correct play, and Dravos has no way to remove the Xira, so as long as Engineer doesn't mess up their thing again, then they have a good chance. And Dravos looking at the deck and realizing that they only have a single instant speed removal option in their entire deck. Or in Engineer's entire deck. And it seems like Engineer is it's still Dravos' turn. Dravos is deciding... What's Dravos deciding right now? What can Dravos be deciding right now, you think?
Petal Scapper or not?
I mean, you always do that, right? What else are you doing? Nitrous Veneer into nothing else?
Yeah.
And Dravos is going for it. Actually, they might be thinking about if they want to fetch the Manland right now. By the way, the answer is no, you shouldn't do that right now. Just like get out Pale Scatter and go.
You should do that right now.
Yeah.
I'm smart. I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two.
Thing or two of whose? My gameplay? So Pale Scouter is a very sad 2-2 right now.
Rest in peace, 3/3 Petal Scatter.
Dravos saying I miss when it was 3-3, and I also agree. I miss when Pale Scatter was 2-2 by default, and why did that?
Didn't fetch an upkeep, couldn't lose the game.
I think Engineer tried to draw land, so it was correct to not fetch there.
Sorry, didn't fetch an upkeep and lose the game.
Huh, they're not getting extra colors.
Huh?
Huh? Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Yeah, this is a bit unfortunate.
You should have towered for Xira. You should have towered for Xira.
Don't worry, Engineer. You can still do this if you draw lands.
Just draw.
Yeah, Engineer. Please win this game so that we get game 3 because we need more content. I don't want this to end.
Do we? We already had a deck list stream today.
Yeah, but there's never a limited amount of content.
Thing is too much content.
Exactly. Trewq knows what I'm on.
Actually, no, I think that was practically because if you're not going to draw a land next, you're not going to draw a land next. I think the play was just to bottom the world's colliding turn 1.
Wait, was Engineer mulliganing that? Did Engineer mulligan that game? I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, Engineer mulligan to mulligan the land over world's colliding. the tower over the sky in hand.
Yeah, that. Actually, what does Worlds Colliding even do in this deck? Because I forgot to ask during the decklist stream.
If you've got enough mana to play it, it's a draw 7. That puts all your lands from hand into play.
I guess, but like, is it really better than the other option? Do you really need to play this? Because you're not playing the full playset of Recall Forgotten Aeons, right?
Oh yeah, you probably. Yeah.
Like,
It's an out if you've got a lot of mana. It's a really good out if you've got a lot of mana.
yeah, I guess.
It's draw 14. You're looking for a win.
And Dravos is going to Nitrous Renewer this turn. Wait, what? They haven't played a land this turn. Why are they do? Oh, never mind. I was not paying attention. And I guess Dravos makes
1, 2,
token
3,
Roba.
4, 7. I think it's Greenwood Outrider. I don't know.
Well, Greenwood Outrider next turn. This turn it's Roba. So
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
we're getting.
Whatever.
And the Nitrous Renewers can now
Unless-
attack. Although I'm actually not sure if Dravos wants to attack here because that lets Seeker die.
Let's see if we get the horrific misplay or not.
I mean, like, does Dravos need to attack this turn to get lethal next turn?
Come on, Dravos, attack for the horrific misplay. You need to see it.
Dravos might just be tempted by the juicy damage.
I see the misplay. Give the opponent the land they need. Come on. Make the game more fun.
Oh. Dravos is suddenly playing correctly now. And, okay, that's the land that Engineer needed earlier.
Yeah, huge. Game's not over till it's over.
Engineer is towering right. Is Engineer dead next turn?
Greenwood's on 2. No, it's only on 1 because the Rova is not legendary.
Wait, it's not legendary.
So
It's not legendary?
Token ain't
What?
token's
Huh?
not legendary, no.
Oh no. I wonder if Dravos realizes that it's not legendary, because if they don't, then we might just get a second judge call this game.
I don't think it it probably matters, but
I mean, it definitely.
Engineer-
Okay, so what? 1, so 2. Okay, someone better at math than me, please add up the amount of damage that Dravos will be doing.
Let me see, because if you play Greenwood,
7, 8,
if
9,
Dravos thinks
10,
there's
11,
2, then you're looking at
15, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 damage.
Oh, that's Xaxes, isn't it?
You're looking at that's Xaxes, everything is trample. Without that, it's 14 damage, which is nothing to sneeze at. But now your opponent has Xira out, so you could sneeze at it, I suppose, if you were so inclined. You do
No,
have
Greenwood Outrider.
Greenwood Outrider enters. I think you're lethal anyways, actually.
Oh.
They do recognize
Yeah,
the number.
over.
It's not over. That's only 18
It is
damage.
over. This is lethal.
Yeah,
No,
Roba
it's-
buffs
it's
everyone
eight.
on attack.
Greenwood
Oh,
Outrider has A. Over.
So yeah, Trewq, about what you were saying about being favored in this matchup.
I still hold that this deck is favoured. This is just horrific draws. Because again, this deck usually wins on turn 4 without removal.
I mean, I feel could Engineer have won turn 4 last game if they played properly?
Maybe. I think if Engineer drew a land, they could have won turn 4 here. If Engineer won, I think Engineer could have got a turn 4 here.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
indeed.
I was really hoping for game 3 because I really like having the 3 of us in the booth.
Yeah.
Like Asti, I feel like Asti just has really nice chemistry with me in the booth.
I'm simply I'm made for radio.
Yeah, like you even have the radio voice.
Kinda. Yeah.
Okay, Engineer, let's see if Engineer wants to hop in voice chat.
Yeah, I know you just got like completely bad beat and drew dog water. You wanna come talk about it?
I'm sorry.
Okay, so I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is that I'm pretty sure you could have won turn 4 in game 2. The bad news is that you didn't.
Because I didn't draw land.
Yeah, you.
Yes. How? No, actually, I drew
You
3
drew back a
land.
land.
I should not have bottomed that land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I just bottomed the worlds colliding.
Also,
And
I'm
the
thinking
land was
deck
the
should
next
probably
card
be on,
too. So I would have won
One
turn
got-
4.
Yeah.
I just
I'm
wasn't
thinking-
meant to win those games.
Yeah, but at least you
Yeah.
learn a
I'm
big
thinking
lesson.
the deck should probably be on like one Worlds Colliding and the full playset of what you call them.
Recall Forgotten
It
Aeons.
got
Aeons.
distorted by my last game because if I'd drawn
Yeah.
literally any card that did anything that wasn't like Seeker, Renewer, or a land, I probably could have
Yeah.
won.
I mean, you could also.
I think,
And I
like-
drew lands, Seekers, and Renewers like 4 turns in a row.
Yeah. I think like in the last game, I was going through the options, what you could have drawn to win, and I was like, okay, so it's only half the entire deck.
Yeah. And then the worst part is Dravos kept the one lander game 1 too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dravos never gets punished.
Yeah.
They also went up to 66 cards in game
Oh.
2 and got the perfect
Also,
draw.
they hit the Tyrant of the Elizabeth. If they didn't hit the Tyrant, I actually had a chance if I'd drawn like RFE or something.
To be fair, I think you had like a pretty good chance of winning post Tyrant, but with the cards you reeled off the
No,
top, you wouldn't have
like,
won.
Yeah, off the top, it was like
Yeah,
I mean,
off the
autumnal
top,
watch-
I flipped 3 useless shots in a row.
Yeah.
Autumnal Watch, I guess, isn't fully useless. Like, I can
No,
use it
Autumnal
to draw
Watch
some
could have
more, and
won
then I
you the
proceed to
game,
flip 2
but
useless
You
draws.
switched 3 lands. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching 2 lands. Yeah, I was not
Well-
meant to win those games.
So there is a silver lining to all this, in that you learned your lesson early. Like you learned why that play was illegal, and at least you learned it in round 1 instead of in some sort of top 8 game,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
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 Well,
also,
I mean-
like in the testing server, I went over that like several times and everyone said it works.
Wait, so are you guys just playing the deck assuming that interaction works?
Yes.
Yeah, we were playing
no wonder you
that.
no wonder you guys thought the deck to win on turn 4 consistently. Of course it was winning
No,
turn
the
4
deck still
consistently.
wins
Still
turn
win on turn 4
consistently without that.
consistently.
Yeah.
Okay, but like more
You can still
consistently.
win because you fetch Xira X equals 1 from hand,
Yeah.
and then you coalesce X equals 0, right? So you still
Yeah.
have your 1 card combo.
Right, but like you
It
can't
doesn't
one
affect
card
that.
but
It
you
just affects exactly pay 6 coalesce fetch Xira.
well, it
And I
affects
don't even think that mattered since all I had in hand was stand. So
Yeah, fair, but
Yeah.
like it also affects the ability for you to like 1 card or 0 card combo from the graveyard, right? Because you can, like you thought you could just coalesce
Yeah.
pay 6 and then start the 0 chain right from your graveyard, right?
It does mean you can't 0 card from graveyard, though. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it really matters too much for the deck, but it is kind of annoying.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
anyways, it's a story of bad beats,
I still
so
think it's probably better than the other ramp deck. It's just,
I am definitely not upload. My commentary of that game was terrible. I'm probably not uploading it since you all also did commentary. So
it was a great
it's still
commentary.
covered.
We got some super great content from those games.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, what?
We did correctly predict that we correctly predicted the deck was the ramp deck one.
Yep.
Yep.
So actually, I'm curious. What was your reaction?
Dravos go on to win this GP.
I would actually love that because ramp like that team of ramp deck is kind of my baby in a way.
I like the deck. It's just, I want myself to win.
So, engineer, what was your reaction during commentary when you realized that the rules interaction didn't work? Because I'm actually really curious about that.
I was just like, oh wow, I guess, I don't know. I don't even remember what I said. My commentary was kind of abysmal.
Okay, but what was it going through your head?
It was just like, oh, wait, I read the card. I'm now reading the card. Because what? I didn't realize that it
I
happened
also
until now. I didn't read it.
I also thought there was the other way round with cast versus put directly into play for how the timing worked too. So Yeah,
Don't feel
also
too
me.
bad. Like I also thought the interaction worked until someone pointed out when I was building the deck or building a similar deck that it didn't work out. So at least they pointed out like before I actually played my first game with, or no, I just didn't end up making the deck after that. But
It did. I don't think it actually ever came up in the testing games but
yeah.
it was mentioned when we were building it.
yeah.
Well, anyways, thanks for joining us for post Bad Beats commentary, engineer. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, bye. I probably should get to bed soon.
Same. And yeah, with that, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll end it here.